So welcome back in my next tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to cut these threads. These are standard threads of a MainFord. So it is of 10 millimeters and it's of pitch of 125. So we are going to cut these threads here. They are stunted. So let's go into the video and I show you how we are going to make it. So we are going to first drill inside here with 10.5 millimeter drilling bit. Remove these stunted threads. So to remove these standard threads here. So after that we are going to cut the threads inside with a 12.125, this one, because the original bolt is of 14 millimeters with a pitch of 125. So what we are going to do, we are going to first remove the standard threads using a drilling bit of 12 of 10.5. So like this. So we have removed these stunted threads here. So the next thing is we are going to cut inside here with these taps of this is a tap of 12 times 125 inside, and we are going to cut the irium coil here. We are going to use also this die of 12 times 125 to cut the outer threads. This pipe is going to act as our irium coil and we tie it inside here. So let's first cut the threads. So you should make sure that you're in a straight line. How to put that always in your mind. So you have finished to cut the threads inside. So as you are seeing here, we have finished to cut the threads inside like this, for where we are going to tie our irium coil. So this is going to act as our irium coil. This is a pipe of 12 millimeters. So I'm going to use this die. This is a die of 12 times 25 to cut the outer threads. So now we have finished to cut our irium coil, as you are seeing, the outer threads. So what we are going to do, you are going to tie them inside here. Tie our irium coil inside with the help of a spar glue. This is a spar glue. So with the help of this spar glue here. So let's tie. Let's tie our irium coil like this. After that, we have to remove this excessive part with the help of axle blade. So like this. After that, we are going to drill inside with 8.5mm drilling bits to enlarge this hole, because I've drilled in because we are recommended to drill in with here on this tap. We are recommended to drill 8.75, but I don't have 8.75. That's why I'm using 8.5. So now let's put here a seat. I'm going to use 13mm drilling bits. It's a bit bigger than the size of the iridium coil. Now, as you are seeing, the work is neat and clear. So you have put the seat here, so everything is fine. So let's tap the final threads of 14. The 14 on the spanner. That is 10. That is 10 millimeters. 1 times 2.5. The original bolt. So you are going to use these taps. Because these taps, they are also 10 millimeters. Times 1.25. So we are going to use a T-handle with the help of a T-handle like this. So you should make sure that you are always in a straight line. So you should repeat with all the taps. Don't forget to use oil. So this is the oil, so don't forget to use oil. So now you have to cut the threads until you pass through the iridium coil. So don't forget that we made our iridium coil from this pipe. This is a pipe of a hydraulic of a vehicle. So we cut the outer threads using the die of 12 times 125. Since we first drill in with 10 times 25 times 1.5, just remove the standard threads. After that, we cut in the threads of this 12 times 125. So after that, we tied this pipe inside and we drilled in with 8 times 125, 8 times 5 millimeters. So now we have finished to cut the threads. So as you are seeing now, the threads are fine, like this. So now the threads are fine and they look neat and good. So let's test with a bolt of 10 millimeters, 1.25. So as you are seeing, this is the bolt of 10 millimeters times 1.25. If you try to measure the pitch like this, everything fits very well. So it's time for testing. And you see that everything is fine and neat. So like this. So as you are seeing now, everything is fine because it was just a stunted hole. So now the threads are fine and good. But before we leave, let me try to explain you what we have been doing. So here, this was the original bolt, is of 10 millimeters, 1.25. So the threads were stunted and the bolt was no longer tying inside. So we had to drill in with a 10.5 millimeter drilling bit, remove the remaining started threads so that we can cut in the threads of the iridium coil we are going to tie in. That's the threads of 12 times 125. After that, we used die to cut the threads, the outer threads of our iridium coil. Remember this pipe acted as our iridium coil, and we cut here the outer threads. So after that we tied it inside. After tying it inside this iridium coil, we drilled in with 8 times 5 millimeter drilling bits, as you saw in the video. After that we tapped in with 10 times 125 drilling bit, but we are recommended to drill in with 8.75 drilling bit, but I had no that 8.75. I had 8.5, that's why I used the 8.5. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. See you in the next tutorial. Bye. So thank you for liking, subscribe. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe. See you in the next